Gucci Man got kidnapped by other rappers.
Yeah, what? Tell me about this.
I mean, Gucci Man was kidnapped at a music studio by other rappers in Dallas. The DOJ announced this week that Pooh Shiesty and Big30, along with 7 other suspects, allegedly kidnapped and robbed multiple victims at gunpoint, including Gucci Man himself. 8 of 9 suspects arrested across Memphis, Nashville, and Dallas.
Oh, that's crazy, bro. So wait, what? They're just out here on the streets, just like robbing people. Like, they're high profile people. I don't think you can really be doing that. I mean, I know you can't be doing that.
Somebody said the rap beef to federal kidnapping pipeline is officially real. I mean, the Department of Justice, not a diss track. It's kind of an interesting arena you don't usually see Gucci Man in.
Yeah, Gucci Man. That's just bizarre, especially like at a recording session. You said that's nuts.
Yeah, and Pooh was already in prison, so served time. I'm sure this won't go well.
Yeah, probably not. That's insane.
Let's pivot to aliens.
As you do.
Did you expect to think about aliens on this podcast today?
I think about aliens on this podcast every week.
Every week?
Every week.
Hold on one second.
Okay.
This is the beauty of live. This is the beauty of being live.
Yeah.
Had to move my router before things get dicey.
Mm.
What was that?
I don't know. A slide long, apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, back to the aliens. A congressman came out this week claiming the classified UFO reports he's been shown in government briefings would make this country, and I'm quoting here, come unglued. He said you'd be up at night. Which,
I mean, yeah, that's probably just what. I mean, yeah, I'm sure that there's a lot of stuff that they keep from us all the time. That's nothing new.
I mean, every few years, someone in government does exactly this. They get real close to saying something. They never say the actual thing. It's like a bad movie trailer, hyping up the thing. It's the number one reason I could be convinced there were not signs of aliens visiting us yet that were being covered up is the only thing that points to it is how often government officials seem to bring it up to try to get us to not pay attention to something else.
Yeah.
Like how convenient it is that all of a sudden war with Iran, midterms coming up, all these states are redistricting, all this stuff's happening, like important stuff. And they're like, but wait a minute. If you knew what I knew about aliens.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So it could be both though. Two things can be true.
It
could be the perfect distraction. And also,
and real.
it could be,
yeah,
and real. So,
yeah, I mean,
I think there's a lot of evidence that
what?
But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, if they say it would keep you up at night or whatever, is that like, is it kind of like a Marvel Scroll situation where like they think they're already kind of here and in power even?
There's no doubt in my mind that they've already been here. I mean, I think most of the evidence you see that aliens have visited comes from hundreds of years ago where things we don't understand how you would have done got accomplished.
Yeah. No, that's true.
That's why two things could be true. Three things. Aliens could be real. Aliens could have visited Earth. And aliens could have never been to what is known as the United States of America.
Yeah. Yep.
Like they could have just not been here in the last 200 years.
Right.
We don't know anything else about them, where they might be from. The universe is so huge. How many of them are there, etc. I mean, with us seemingly, I think it's pretty common knowledge that we're the only planet with life right now.
So that we know
like
of.
intelligent life in this solar system. I mean, like the solar system seems pretty, like based on what what everything's made of. So what I'm saying is, if aliens had several solar systems to pick from,
which they do,
think it would stand to reason that there's probably a couple that have a few planets with life on it.
Yeah.
And not just one. So that would make us kind of like the cul-de-sac of the universe in a way.
Right. Yeah.
But we've got almost 5 billion years left before the sun blows up. So let's keep it going.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a long time. I think we might meet someone else before then.
I love that you said that. What a good segue. Speaking of things that have taken a really long time, Blake Lively had a rough week. The judge dismissed 10 of her 13 claims against Justin Baldoni, including the sexual harassment allegation. 3 claims survive. The It Ends With Us legal saga is not over, but that is a significant setback.
I'm honestly not familiar with this story. I don't know what she was in court for. Well, I mean, I guess based on the context clues, but
what? Yeah. What, you haven't heard of this? It's been going on for a year. That movie, It Ends With Us, they're both in it, and she made allegations against him, like she said something along the lines of, I'm changing, don't come in, and he just came in or something like that.
Right.
And he's been countersuing and kind of like it's not domestic abuse, right? But kind of the claim from Blake Lively's side is like, this guy was trying to get with me, and I'm like, no, I have a husband.
Yeah.
And that should usually work for her, because like if you see her.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it worked this time, that our argument. So it's not quite Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, but it's a little bit of like a long ongoing lawsuit where someone feels like they're going to clear their name in a way.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I don't think that if Blake Lively loses the whole thing, that she's going to be on the corner, asking for money or anything like that. She's going to be fine.
I think she'll be all right. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, speaking of celebrities and weird situations, let's stick with this. Oscar Isaac. He was on Hot Ones, and they asked him about X-Men Apocalypse. You remember the 2016 movie where he played the villain in a 40-pound costume with full prosthetics?
I didn't clock it as him at the time, but yes.
He'd called excruciating before, but here's what I didn't know. The reason he signed on was the cast, because he wasn't in the first two, much, in my opinion, more well-made films, better scripts.
Yeah.
The first two. Days of Future Past might be the best X-Men movie they've ever made.
I think it is.
Yeah, it's probably the best one they've ever made.
Yeah.
I will go and just say it is. But this one, however, kind of just like The Dark Knight Rises, wasn't nearly as good as The Dark Knight. But The Dark Knight Rises out-earned The Dark Knight because of The Dark Knight's reputation.
Right.
Apocalypse, anyways, he only signed on to work with Jennifer Lawrence, Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy, but he never saw any of them because he was so overheated.
That's crazy. So what? He would be done shooting and then just immediately have to go to his trailer and cool down, or what?
He couldn't turn his head. They put him in a cooling tent between takes. People would walk by, pat him on the back, and by the time he could physically turn around, they'd already left. He signed on to act with some of the best actors of his generation and spent the entire production alone in a tent, sweating.
That's crazy. That sounds like just a terrible way to go about something that you were that excited for.
Speaking of X-Men, we'll get to this more later, but Kevin Feige this week, who some have been like, oh, is he going to jump and do some Star Wars? Is he done with Marvel? He's been doing it for a long time. Well, it turns out he's not.
Okay.
Revealed a 7-year plan for Marvel that goes to 2032. X-Men is officially in it. Post-Secret Wars, directed by the Thunderbolts guy, focused on a young cast. Blade is also still happening. That's come on. Modern day setting. I mean, we'll see. I don't know. They say they've been promising Blade for so long. They put him in one movie trying to do a Black Panther type reveal where he's just in it with the Eternals, and then the Eternals bombed so hard it almost felt like it took Blade with it.
Blade wasn't in the Eternals.
Yeah, he is.
He was in Deadpool and Wolverine.
That's the wrong Blade, my friend.
Oh.
You're thinking of Wesley Snipes, the original Blade. The new Blade was in the Eternals.
Oh.
After the credit scene is where...
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he comes in and he approaches old Jon Snow there.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Who also, it's like, Roy is supposed to be Hercules in some role that they teased at the end of a movie. Nothing like that is going to come to fruition. It's just like, I'm starting to think that Marvel is having a little fun with some characters that they're like, okay, we will use this person for this character if we need them down the line, but maybe we'll just do a joke with someone who's trending right now when the movie came out, because the guy that plays Roy, that was going to be Hercules, is mostly a comedy writer. I think that was really when he started acting. I mean, he's doing a lot of it now, but I'm just saying that, like, you know.
Yeah.
He was writing the character for Roy, and then they were like, we actually need somebody. We was like, we just want you to do it.
Yeah. It's almost time to get full swing back into Marvel. No pun intended. But Spider-Man right around the corner, and Daredevil airing now, and the Avengers later this year.
I haven't watched any Daredevil yet. I can't wait to watch it, though. I am very excited. I'm just kind of waiting for, my schedule to line up to where I can kind of watch a few in a row. And
sure,
maybe you're like this too, but Daredevil, it's got to be at night. Like, I've got time during the day, but you can't watch a show like Daredevil during the daytime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Feels weird.
Yep.
But yeah, Invincible too, which I don't think you've gotten into yet, but I'm very much into. It is got the first couple episodes for season 4 out, and honestly, the Rotten Tomatoes score is even better than last season's, which were almost perfect. So you really need to, you really need to get into that show. It's everything like Super Saiyans coming to Earth and trying to beat up Goku. So let's talk about something that I had no idea we were going to talk about. I know you were probably pretty surprised to see it in the rundown. Louis C.K.
Yeah. What about him?
He's back.
Okay.
We talked about it a little bit ago, and you were like, I don't know if he's going to be back all the way, but now he's got a Netflix special.
Okay.
But nothing? Okay.
I mean, so we have a new Netflix special. What, like,
one of the entertainers that was at the focus of the whole like Me Too kind of thing. I mean, he was way down the list because he didn't do anything to anyone that someone did not consent to.
Right.
But he used his power over people inappropriately. And so, like, he kind of learned some things, like basically asking if he could do stuff to himself in front of them. And I kind of thought we had seen the last of him. He peaked with the 2017 special, which I was a fan of. That was really good.
Yeah.
I didn't know much about him at the time. I know I had seen him on Parks and Rec. I know he had that show Louie that I'd caught a couple episodes here and there. Didn't always hit.
But he was canceled.
But exactly, and now he's not.
Okay.
I mean, Netflix doesn't care. Netflix is basically saying, we will give you a special.
Yeah.
Netflix wants to be the home of comedy very badly. And I think to their benefit, they don't play favorites in a political position. Like, Disney Plus wasn't going to put this up.
Yeah. That's
right.
Fair.
Maybe Hulu, maybe HBO. Yeah. Like, they would probably do something, but Netflix specifically with the whole rebranding of their comedy elements, like, very specifically all Netflix's laughs, comedy, etc. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's interesting, but the question is, would you watch it?
I don't know. I wasn't like a huge fan in the first place, like even before he was canceled or whatever. It's just not someone I really watched. I didn't dislike him. I was just kind of whatever. So I'm not, over the moon or anything. Can't wait to turn it on sort of vibes. Like maybe eventually, but yeah.
I don't think, like I said, I'm behind on so many things to watch already. I won't seek this out, but if somebody came over and we were hanging out and they were like, hey, let's check this out, I won't stop them.
Yeah, I guess that's a decent way to phrase it. Yeah. I'm not
like if your friends show up tonight, if you're having a pregame, we'll pretend your friends show up.
You don't know I'm not.
I know, but I'm not giving out your business. You tell me everything you want. Give the address out. But then they're like, hey, let's check out, I got a Louis C.K. drinking game. Everything he says, something that's sort of problematic based on how he was canceled. Take a drink.
Yeah.
Watch the special.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be down. I'd be down to see, like, how he's evolved, I guess.
Yeah. How it's changed. Well, I've heard of some of his stand-up when he first got back into it, and it felt like he was hitting the stuff a little bit too on the nose. So
yeah. No, I don't know. If you watch it, let me know what you think. I'll do the same.
Vice had a piece this week on which zodiac signs are the absolute worst at breakups and why they can't cope. Sean, what are you?
I'm a Capricorn.
Let's see. Capricorn. Are you even in the list?
I don't know, man. What is, I guess? Yeah. Can you read? I didn't read the article. I can take a look.
I wrote it. I've got it all right here. It says the worst offenders are Scorpio, Taurus, Libra, Leo, and Pisces.
Yeah, I'm not in there.
But in plain English, Scorpios stay emotionally locked in long after it's over. They take loyalty so seriously that endings are crushing. Taurus resists change so hard that a breakup feels like someone came in and rearranged their entire emotional home. Libra is wired for partnership and gets stuck replaying every conversation, trying to mentally renegotiate something that's already done. Leo can survive a breakup, but there's always a second layer underneath the grief asking, how did somebody walk away from all of this? I'm a Leo.
Yeah.
and Pisces gets the breakup tangled up with the dream of what the relationship was supposed to be. What do you think of that?
Okay.
Mr. Left Out.
So I was going to say, left out a little bit. So we're like half the signs, but whatever.
Do you want me? I mean, I think I was just doing a brief overview, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never thought about how the zodiac applies to breakup styles. Do you agree? I mean, you were mentioning that Leo, but I guess I can see you having that energy.
I would agree that the worst breakups I've ever been through are any of them that it felt like. I think there was maybe one where they wanted to leave, and I was kind of like, "Whoa, what?"
Yeah.
Usually it's mutual. So, I mean, it's not that that's necessarily wrong. That just hasn't been my experience. I'm going to see if you're in here.
Okay. I'm curious to see what it says.
I know you are. That's why I was like, keep talking. I'll pull it
yeah.
up.
I mean, you and I are not so much in the breakup realm, but like we shouldn't be friends according to the zodiac, at least not like as close as we are, being Capricorn and Leo. That's supposedly like an oil and water type combination. So,
yeah.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense given the nature of this show and everything. And I don't know, we've been pretty different throughout our entire relationship too. Friendship, whatever.
Feels like you're being negative about it.
No, I think it's cool.
I think it's interesting. I think Zodiac is one of those things where it's interesting when it helps a narrative or it supports a theory you might have already had or something you've already noticed. But then all of a sudden you'll see like kind of glaring things where it's like, well, that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So then people started going to the three, right? Like the sun, the moon, and all the risings. We'll have to bring on an expert about this, not me.
Same.
But I digress. There's probably a little bit of something to everything. We've talked about the Zodiac before. I think that people born in the same places have the same experiences, and it's even more so when they're born at the same time of year. Like, say, I was born in August. So people who have always had summer birthdays in August, I know what that's like.
Yeah.
That's our experience. Your birthday is right after Christmas. It's in the winter. You never had a pool party.
Right. Yeah. Always indoors.
Everybody always wants me to have a pool party. What do we do now that we're adults for my birthday, Sean?
We go to the beach.
We go to the beach every year. It's like, glad I like it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we couldn't do that during January for mine. We usually just...
Is that because I'm a Leo, or is that because of where the sun is, you know?
Yeah, right.
All right, here's something a little bit more... This is heartwarming. How about that?
Okay.
Jonathan the tortoise, the 193-year-old world's oldest living land animal, allegedly died on April Fool's Day, except he didn't. Someone posted a fake death announcement on X, nearly 2 million views. Massive grief. Then it came out the vet the post was attributed to doesn't even have an X account. The hoaxer was also soliciting crypto donations in the tortoise's name. Wow. So this is actually fraud.
Yeah, that's messed up, dude. Not a funny joke anyway. Like, oh, hey, this animal everyone loves has died. But then, like, to make it a scam fraud, like you said, that's messed up. I'm glad that Jonathan's doing well, though.
Yeah, he's fine. Alive and roaming the grounds of the governor's residence on St. Helena, the same island where Napoleon was exiled after Waterloo. Jonathan was born roughly 30 years before Napoleon died on that island. He has outlived emperors, wars, and a crypto scammer who's probably going to jail. Long live Jonathan the tortoise.
He outlived the crypto scammer? Did he kill him?
He's going to.
Jonathan, no, rethink things.
He was born roughly 30 years before Napoleon died.
That's crazy.
Jonathan the tortoise could have helped Christian Bale prepare to be Napoleon. He's like, I met him.
Yeah, we talked.
When I was a spry young lad.
Yeah. How old is he going to be?
I don't know how. I knew tortoises could be 100. I had no idea, like, how far past it they could go.
In general, most are 80 to 150. Yeah, so he's crushing it.